Just open it. What does it say? Oh, looks like we have coordinates and a marker.
It looked like he was in the middle of a pond.
Let's build a Box Fort boat laboratory. We'll use the Box Fort boat. We'll travel out to the location. I've also got some other really cool gadgets. It's an underwater drone that I think will be helpful in collecting data because clearly this massive pond has piqued the FBI's interest. So whether or not we find an FBI related item or something related to this whole pond monster story and where it came from, or maybe even the Lake Corporation, we're finding it.
It looks like you're pulling something. What do you think it is?
I don't know. It's big though. Whoa, check it out. Something's coming up.
Really?
What is that? It's all rotted. Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's Papa Jake and welcome back to a brand new video. A lot of crazy stuff's been going on. We are currently hiding out back inside our Box Fort base that has been, well, torn apart by the pond monster and then torn apart by the FBI and then kind of torn apart by us again. But that's besides the point, all right? As you guys know, Logan is currently missing. He's been taken away by the FBI. And in the last episode, we discovered that there are more monsters that are living on this earth. In fact, we had a Bigfoot in our house, which he then left our house. And then the pond monster came out and apparently Bigfoots are scared of pond monsters. So they're actually more scared of pond monsters than us.
There's another password here!
Phil, how's it going?
We tried pond yet.
Yeah, we tried pond, Phil, I think.
Right. Everybody's still commenting pond.
Guys, if you don't know, I actually was able to steal a USB from one of the FBI agents, and we've been working extremely hard to crack the code and get into the USB. You've all been leaving awesome comments trying to help us figure out what the password is, and we only have 2 attempts left before we are locked out for good.
Ooh, another one here. The password could be done. D-O-N-E.
Settled. We're gonna put done into the password field. I want you guys, if you have not already, to smack that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. We need all the luck we can. Hopefully this password works. What? Is that the password, Phil?
Someone also said the password could be open.
Open?
That's like the easiest password ever. No one would use open.
We're running out of options here. That's the only thing I got.
Let's just do it.
Open?
Open. We only got one left. Sometimes we gotta leave it up to chance. Put a hashtag, save Logan in the chat. Let's get this password to work. Biggs?
Okay.
Open sesame.
P-E-N. I'm hitting enter.
Hey, go. Are we like hackers now? High five.
Let's go.
Wait.
All right, but what's in
Yeah, open it up, Biggs.
Okay, clicking up. Ooh.
Oh, what's this? Top secret.
I wonder if it's a top secret
Wait,
pizza
wait,
recipe that no one's shared with the world.
No, we shouldn't open it, guys. It's top secret from the FBI.
Phil, we have to. It might have the location of Logan and also all the information on the pond monster. Biggsy, open it up. Carefully.
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
Okay, go.
Okay. Oh,
What is it?
it says a location.
It's just one file?
One location?
One photo?
Wait, that could be where
Apparently.
Logan is.
Why would they put Logan's location on a USB and then just...
I don't know.
Okay, no, just open it. What's it
Okay.
say? Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, it looks like we have coordinates and a marker. Site Alpha drop location. What does Site Alpha drop location even mean?
I don't know, but it looks like there's a big pond.
Whatever that location is, it's somewhere we need to go. We need to find what Site Alpha drop really is.
It looked like he was in the middle of a pond. That's a terrible idea.
We need a new lab. We're gonna need a vessel of some type, Box Fort boat.
Jake, every boat you build sinks.
Let's go, team. Let's build a Box Fort boat laboratory. We'll use the Box Fort boat. We'll travel out to the location. We bring our instruments. We can collect data, see if there's any beta particles, and more importantly, since it's in the middle of the water, we're gonna need some way to possibly go underwater because, well, if you're gonna put something on water, that doesn't really work, so there's a good chance it's actually at the bottom. Yeah, maybe pack the scuba gear. I'm gonna run some more tests on this USB. Call me when it's ready. What is that sound? Guys, what is going on? What is going on? Why is there a DJ set in our front door?
Thought you said to build a DJ lab.
I said a floating Box Fort laboratory. They're not even related.
Seems similar.
No, not at all. In fact, why would we need a DJ lab?
Just hear me out, all right?
No more DJ Lab. Floating box fort lab. Come on, guys. Am I the only one here who cares about Logan?
Right, Logan!
We need the best and most stable floating box fort that will not sink this time because we cannot afford for it to sink when we're in the middle of a pond with a pond monster. Big, stop dancing. We're done dancing. So the guys have been hard at work and they have finally created the lab, which is not a DJ set. As you guys know, we have the coordinates to something. We don't know what yet, but it is in the middle of a pond, a giant pond, which means the only way to get there is to use our box fort building skills and build a floating box fort.
Oh, this is a good start. I mean, it is a floating dock after all.
It is. So what I'm thinking is we build the box fort on here. We bring some of our science equipment and any other equipment we might need to dive deep down in the pond.
Well, then it's a good thing we got our tape and our cardboard.
This mission is going to be dangerous, but that is why I have planned ahead. I'm gonna have Biggs stay on shore and he's gonna be operating a drone flying above us. That way we'll have aerial reconnaissance at all times.
Dixie, have you ever even flown one of these?
Can't be that hard, right?
Oh boy.
Biggs will be up in the air running reconnaissance, allowing us to maneuver into the center of the lake. We'll be using a propulsion system, aka a motor, a very, very heavy motor. This will not only give us speed, but allow us to get out and back safely without anything going wrong. Unless we run out of batteries, then the mission goes extremely wrong.
Just in case, can't forget to bring 2 life jackets.
I've also got some other really cool gadgets that I think will be helpful in collecting data because clearly this massive pond has piqued the FBI's interest. So whether or not we find an FBI related item or something related to this whole pond monster story and where it came from, or maybe even the Lake Corporation, we're finding it in that lake.
$5,000?
Yes, thankfully Logan is missing. You don't tell him that we bought a $5,000 underwater drone.
This is an underwater drone?
Well, yeah. How do you think we're gonna get underwater and do research?
That's pretty awesome.
Right? It's an underwater drone. There's a lot of cool stuff and a lot of cool science we're throwing into this fort. But before we can do any of that and even get on the water, we need to get this thing built. Also, I am gonna have to call my guy for a truck again. And the last time we called him, I kind of lost his truck. Yeah, I told you might not.
Close the door! Close the door! Close the door! Man, it's completely contaminated. I need a team right now to take this thing away.
I'll figure that out. You guys start building. So while Phil and Biggs start working on our floating box fort, I'm gonna be going through some of these science items and really cool gadgets that we purchased for this mission. We have an underwater drone, which I'm gonna get into, but before we do that, I wanna show you guys this. This is a magnet device, a very, very strong magnet, and people use it to go magnet fishing because anything metal underwater attaches to it and you can safely pull it up. This will be the first thing that we use not only to find evidence and other items in the pond, but hopefully it means we don't actually have to go in the water and get all wet. Before we head to the massive pond though, I want to get some experience using it and actually test it out in our backyard at our pond and see if I can find anything because there have been some really weird findings in our backyard and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find some weird stuff in that pond.
I think it's just like fishing. We just pull it back, see if we catch anything.
It's kind of hard because this swamp is super muddy and there's tons of weeds in there. So every time I think I have something, I think it's just caught on a leaf.
Okay, well, Jake is outside testing that our magnet fishing kit works. I give you the XS Papa Jake. Built with love, built with cardboard, and built with tape. This will be sure to get us out onto the pond. As you can see, we have windows at all 4 sides of the boat, so we can always see where we're going. A front door so we can get in and out. And as you guys already know, built on top of a floating rock. Now, we're just gonna have to deck this out with everything we need to go exploring, and then I think it's time that Jake calls his truck guy.
Update for you, I'm not gonna lie, I started getting a little freaked out because the weather's changing and I'm pulling up some really weird stuff. So, I brought Biggs down.
Wait, Jake, you said you're pulling up really weird stuff? I don't want to be here for this. Jake, also, it smells terrible.
Oh, tons and tons of pieces. They almost look like they're part of the pond monster. Here, I'm gonna go for another throw.
You're chucking it into the water? Jake, that's just gonna make the pond monster angry.
Biggs, he'll only be angry if he's here. And right now, it doesn't seem like he's here.
Dude, Jake, what is that?
I don't know. There's like some really, really crazy black sediment down there. I don't think it's sticking here though because it's magnetic, although it might be. It looks very similar to the goo that Logan found. It's like identical to that black goo, which means this might be full of beta particles.
Jake, are you not just a little suspicious that the weather started changing as soon as you came down to the pond and started messing with it?
Yes, maybe a little bit, but this is science and I can't ignore it. All right, I'm gonna try the other side now, see if it's any different. Okay, we're a little stuck. There we go.
Jake, looks like you're pulling something.
It's massive, dude.
Okay, well, are you really sure you want to get this? You know, bring it up?
Yeah, we gotta figure out what it is. Biggsy?
Well, what?
I think I got something big.
Something big?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wow, this is really hard. It's stuck in there. You see it?
I can't see anything. What do you think it is?
I don't know. It's big though. I still want to lose the magnet. Whoa, whoa, check it out. Something's coming up.
Really?
What is that?
What is it?
It's a shovel? It's like a super old shovel. Dude, this looks like it's from like the 1800s. It's all rotted. Dude, look here. It almost looks like someone burned it. Like this area is burned, and then this area is just rotten from being in the water.
What does that mean, Jake?
I have no idea. Also, how old is this thing? This cannot be modern. Look, the handle's even made out of wood. Guys, if you have any idea what this shovel might be, I mean, I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, Jake, it's just a shovel, but this is super old, and it's got burn marks on it. Leave a comment down below if you have any idea what this might be from or why it's in our pond. All right, I think that's enough magnet fishing for today. We'll save the rest for when we get to the big pond. Oh. All right, guys, so the box fort boat is looking great. It's exactly what we need to get out on the middle of this pond. Phil and Big still have a few things to add, like the motor. We're also probably gonna need an anchor, Phil, because...
I got one right here.
All right, Phil's got an anchor. Do you have rope for the anchor, Phil?
No rope.
Well,
I'm thinking we just chuck this over the board and we'll be ready to go.
That's not how anchors work, Phil. You need some rope. All right, well, while Phil gets the rope for the anchor and gets that all set up, I think it's time now to unbox and get ready our underwater drone. This thing is legit professional grade. It is going to allow us to dive deep underneath this pond because this thing is massive and I think it might be very deep. Also, if there is something at these coordinates and we do need the drone to pick it up, it comes with some claws. We can actually activate it, pick it up, and then bring it all the way back up to our boat. And this thing can go super deep in the water. It's meant for like visiting shipwrecks. Oh, this is the tether. This is what attaches to it so we don't lose it. I also think it provides it power. Anyway, we'll get back to that. We've got the controller looking pretty good. Not really sure what these do. Gonna have to figure that out. And a bunch of charging stuff. I also did notice on that image, there looked like there might be some like shipwrecks on this pond or maybe underwater bases. So it might be a good idea to check those out with the drone because we don't know what these coordinates are. I mean, for all we know, it could be an underwater FBI base. I've got Bigsy here to hold this massive beast up. Look at this thing. So the front of it, we've got the claws, we've got a camera so we can see everything underwater. We even have lights on the side of it, and there's different attachments that you can add, but I think this is perfect for what we're doing. Then we attach it to this, which will go on our box fort boat, which will then go to our RC controller so we can see what's going on and control it. It's also got 6 different turbo motors, so I think this thing flies really fast.
Jake, how deep is this pond we're going to?
I don't know, that's why I said get a very long rope for the anchor.
The location looked like it was in the middle of the pond, so it could be pretty deep.
Anyways, we're not even getting to this pond if you don't call that truck guy and get us a truck here now.
Right, we're gonna need a pretty big truck to transport our box fort, so I'll ask him for his biggest truck.